He is the Chancellor's Distinguished Professor of Physics for Astrophysics and Space Sciences, University of California, San Diego, UCSD. He is one of the most respected cosmologists alive today. He has conveyed his passion for science to hundreds of thousands across the globe in person, in print, and via podcast. He has never stopped asking that classic smart guy question: how did the universe begin? He is Dr. Brian Keating, PhD, cosmologist, and astrophysicist. Born September 9, 1971, in Dobbs Ferry, New York, when he was just 13, Brian witnessed for the first time the moons of Jupiter. For many, it might not have mattered, but for Brian, it stimulated his ultimate love for astronomy. He quickly purchased his own telescope and was studying the works of Galileo, scientist and astronomer. His passion for science and everything space, far, far away, drove Brian to pursue his physics major at Case Western Reserve University at the age of 17. Remember, it was that how did the universe begin thing again. Upon graduating in 1993, he pursued a challenging PhD in experimental cosmology at Brown University. It was there, as a graduate student, Brian designed and built telescopes himself and pursued at a higher level his haunting question: how did that universe begin? His interest and intellectual prowess on the many topics in his field led him to title his thesis, "A Search for the Large Angular Scale Polarization of the Cosmic Microwave Background." Geez, this guy was smart before smart was fashionable, and young. Having earned his PhD, Keating moved to California as a postdoc at Stanford, and of course, as one would believe, began as a National Science Foundation postdoctoral fellow at Caltech in 2001, where he worked with renowned astrophysicist Andrew Lang. Keating, that smart dude in the room, reasoned studying certain aspects of the oldest existing form of radiation, cosmic microwave background, or CMB, scientists could better understand the origin of the universe. Yes, same question. Brian previously dedicated countless hours conceiving his telescope, perfect for studying these aspects of cosmic microwave. It was while at Caltech that Keating's longtime dream of trying to find out how the universe began became a reality, and under Lang's leadership, Brian's long-envisioned telescope became reality. The telescope, known as BICEP, Background Imaging of Cosmic Extragalactic Polarization, remember we said he was smart, was constructed and deployed at the South Pole. The program has now evolved with more advanced telescopes, and in its current form is the BICEP array. Successful with his projects at Caltech, Brian joined UCSD as an assistant professor and was promoted to associate professor in 2009, full professor in 2015, and is currently the Chancellor's Distinguished Professor of Physics. While at UCSD, Brian was awarded the National Science Foundation Career Grant in 2005 and a Presidential Early Career Award in 2006, as well as an additional Cosmology Prize in 2014. He is co-director of both the Arthur C. Clarke Center for Human Imagination and the Axe Center for Experimental Cosmology. Throughout his time at UCSD, Brian has quantifiably expanded his involvement into other quests to locate the universe's origin, including acquiring funding for the Simons Observatory in Chile, which contains state-of-the-art instruments to investigate CMB. He is the holder of 2 patents, wide bandwidth polarization modulator for microwave and wavelengths, and tunnel junction fabrication. Okay, smart guy alert again. However, Brian is not content with simply researching the cosmos. His other passion is sharing the wonders of the galaxy with the public, especially young stargazers. You thought he was a talented student, he's an even better teacher. His hero is Galileo, and he has raved about the current Galileo Special Exhibition in the San Diego Air and Space Museum. He has personally inspired over 5,000 school-age children with his personal outreach programs and countless other young people through his website, Exploring the Twisted Universe. He also hosts the very popular podcast, Into the Impossible. He is or has been involved in numerous educational organizations such as Math for America, the National Museum of Mathematics, the Morehouse UCSD Bridge Program, and your very own San Diego Air and Space Museum. As a talented jet pilot with his multi-engine turbine license, he is involved in Angel Flight West, a nonprofit providing air transport for those in need of special medical treatment in other than their home locations. Additionally, to the multitudes of scientific papers he has published, Brian, or Brain, is the author of the critically acclaimed book Losing the Nobel Prize, A Story of Cosmology, Ambition, and the Perils of Science's Highest Honor, which details his life and focuses on the BICEP project. He recently published his second book, Into the Impossible, which features interviews with Nobel Prize winners. Other awards and honors for Professor Keating include Honorary Lifetime Member of the National Society of Black Physicists, named to the Joseph Henry Lecturer of the American Philosophical Society, and his selection as the 2019 UCSD Excellence in Stewardship Award winner. Remember, it's all about what is the meaning of life, or is that how did the universe begin? Brian is married to the former Sarah Price, and they have 5 children. In his own words, together we will experience moments most of us never thought we'd get to hear, let alone participate in. These are the conversations you'll replay in your mind for years to come and hopefully share with your friends as well. Brian Keating, Ph.D., is one of the most respected cosmologists alive today. His passion to find the origin of the universe has resulted in the creation of some of the world's most advanced telescopes, providing essential exploratory information for use by the world's most talented scientists and astronomers. He inspires virtually all ages to engage in modern astronomy, looking out at the stars and beyond, and to pursue the most detailed scientific criteria to learning more about the universe. He always asks the right questions and pursues their answers. He never sleeps, and in light of his willingness to share his passion to future generations and continue pursuit of the most technical and challenging answers regarding the universe, like how did it begin? The San Diego Air and Space Museum takes great pride inducting Dr. Brian Keating into the International Air and Space Hall of Fame.